Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Roger, and you are watching Speed Artist Reacts. Okay, so today we're going to check out another short horror film. This one is called Nightland, and it is by Alter. I really like to check out Alter's content because so far that I've been checking out their content, like these last few videos, they have been great. They have been well filmed, well acted, and the story has just been really meaty and beautiful. Okay, very good job on their storytelling. So I'm always very excited to jump back into Alter's content. If you guys are enjoying these videos, by the way, make sure to hit the like button down below and don't forget to share the video. But most importantly, if you really are truly and genuinely enjoying the videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below the video. Okay, you guys, I really would appreciate that. If you guys want to check this out on your own, don't forget to click in the link in the description down below the video. You guys can have a look at it, at this film by yourselves later on, or you can watch me react to it, and I can give you guys my thoughts right after the video as I usually do. So let's go ahead and jump into this, guys, and let's get scared. New gun. I gotta get a sunflower painting in here, in my Instagram. She looks like a TikToker that's like a comedian TikToker. She's got a YouTube channel now. She, you know, not her, but she looks like a TikToker that I know. Jesus! Is that a sandstorm coming in?
So where are we?
My brother's room.
What happened to yours?
Well, my dad's using it.
For what?
Well, it's definitely not her.
For his gym equipment.
What?
For his gym equipment.
I'm grateful for the spare room and all, but that's just fucking mental.
Sat nav stop working?
Use the book. Is there no way your dad can't just move his treadmill? I mean, come on.
Do you want a quiz?
It's a gym. A fucking gym. A gym? What does he need with a fucking punch bag? Man thinks he's Steven Seagal. More like Steven Seagal of fat years.
Oh, right.
Will you stop that? I'm trying to drive here. Oh, shit.
What? What?
Shit.
Oh.
Need a piss.
Such a dick.
Had me there too. Right in the middle of a really pitch black road. Alright. I really like her beanie. It's nice. You can see I'm a beanie guy. I love wearing beanies.
You're not going outside, are you?
What?
What, is it safe?
Of course it's safe.
Good question.
Wait a minute.
Listen to her,
I'm doing
man.
this, okay? Jake, please. Please.
Listen to her, man. Maybe the last time you see her.
Thank you.
That's so awkward, though.
This is fucking weird.
Yeah, well, it's better than going outside and then actually gonna know what sort of chemicals could be up there. It could be anything. It could...
I can't go if you keep talking.
Sorry.
Put some, like, music on or something. It's awkward.
Fuck me.
Oh, Jake, I'm sorry.
No.
Jake, I'm sorry.
Jesus. No. Wait, why is he wearing that?
Get in the car. Get in the car. Jake, get in the car.
Come out to play.
You look like a bird, just get in the car. I'm serious.
Beautiful world out here.
Jake, please, just get in the car. Jake, please.
Man, you're gonna keep playing around like that. Something is really gonna go wrong. You know what? I'm ranting. I'm like cheering for him to get kidnapped now. He's just playing with
Do you
fire.
want anything?
No. Jake, look, I can drive. Jake! Jake!
Oh my god. Oh my
Jake?
god. Jesus. Oh my gosh, she's pregnant. No. Wow, that totally caught me off guard. Oh my gosh, now this makes the situation even worse. Now you have a third member in danger. Oh.
Jake? Jake?
Oh, girl, get back in the car. You especially have to be very safe. Please get in the car. Don't worry about Jake. Get out of there. He's like, let me just walk far away from the car. Leave it completely unlocked and vulnerable. Why not?
Jake? Jake?
Really?
Jake?
You're just gonna walk deeper into a forest,
Jake?
into the inhumane sounds of a creature.
Jake? Jake?
Oh my god.
Jake?
Oh,
Jake?
that's a hole. Oh no. Well, don't stare at it. Run. Oh my god. Jesus. Was that Jake? Oh my god. Yeah, close the trunk first. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh, the light hurts it. Looks like it's not trying to harm her though. Looks like Jeepers Creepers or something, man. Jesus. Is it scared of something else? It's hiding from something else. I swear, girl, get in the car. the light!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What in the
What's wrong
world?
with your eyes? Baby. Oh god.
Sam, I'm here.
Alright, okay. Baby, listen to me, okay? I'm gonna go get some help and then I'm gonna come back for you, okay? Okay, listen to me. I promise you. I promise you. I promise.
Sam!
Oh God! Yo, this is sad. Why am I feeling sadness here? What? Alright, you guys, there you have it. That was Nightland. I don't quite understand what this thing was, what was going on. Definitely a very good short story. Very sad, actually, too. It just starts with this young couple driving through what looks like this like cloud of sand or a storm coming in, or I don't know, a cloud of ash, something that's just surrounding this road that they're eventually going to drive into, so because we see them driving through this clear road, but then eventually they're going to be driving through this cloud that's again emerging from I don't know where. And so later on, as they're driving through the night, you can see that the road is just pitch black. And I'm assuming they're already driving through this area. And of course, the guy decides to stop in the middle of this very dark road and, go pee, which totally understand. I've been there. That situation is terrifying. It's not terrifying. It's terrible. Very, very horrible feeling when your bladder is like pulsing. You have to go pee really, really bad, So I know the feeling. And this guy, he's like, hey, I really need to go pee. But of course he like plays around, tries to make it like a bit something serious by making a serious face, scaring his girlfriend, which we presumably find out she's pregnant, right? Crazy. But, before all of that, he wants to get off the car and his wife tells him, hey, or his girlfriend tells him, please pee in this bottle. It is dangerous out there, which pretty much we all can agree on there. They're in the middle of this, like very pitch black road inside this cloud of whatever, inside this road, and this man decides to get off and pee. At first I didn't know what the mask was for, but now after watching the film I was like, oh, okay, clearly he's using this mask to, not breathe in this stuff or whatever it is that's surrounding them. But before he gets off the car, right, he's listens to his girlfriend and he attempts to pee in the bottle, but of course he cannot focus because she's there watching him. So instead he decides to get out the car and go do his business. And so while he's there doing his thing, he takes his time, lights up a smoke, and he's just chilling out there. Not really expecting anything to happen. We can see how sometimes people can be paranoid, especially in this case, when it's a couple. Usually the woman is the one that's kind of thinking things logically a little bit more, or thinking things through, like saying, hey, like when it comes to safety, and the man is sometimes like, no, I'm tough, I'm daring, I'm going to go out there and do my thing. I'm not scared. Don't be scared, right? It's a natural thing that we men like to, prove, even though it is sometimes foolish, but we like to be the tough guy and not be paranoid or think that something's going to be out there to attack us, And the woman's like, hey, you got to be safe. You got to be smart. Can't go out there, right? But the guy, of course, decides to just take it as a kind of a, silly, paranoid, and goes out there and does his thing. And before you know it, before he gets to the car, he goes to the trunk to grab something, and we hear the sound of, clearly this creature thing or whatever that attacks him, and the woman hears it, and she's like calling his name. I think his name's Harry or something, I forgot. And she's just calling him, but he's no longer answering, so she decides to get out of the car, and this is when we find out that she's pregnant. And this just makes the story it really just made it so much more worrisome for me than scary. I got so worried about this woman, because of the baby now that she's carrying inside, or this new life, And she gets off the car, she's looking for him, he doesn't answer her. So she proceeds to walk further and further into this dark road away from the car, her only light source there. And of course, even though she's carrying this light around with her, but it's like, don't go away from the car. So she just keeps going far away from the car, eventually walking into these woods where she keeps hearing this sound coming, from the woods. She walks into the woods and eventually she reaches this like tunnel thing or a hole, which I thought it was like a puddle of blood or something. But no, it's a hole that she eventually talks into. You can hear her echo. And this thing is in there that she keeps listening to, these like creature sounds. And when she looks at it, eventually she kind of like doesn't really know what it is. She doesn't recognize what it is that's in there, but she can see something like slightly slimy and all that, or very slimy. And eventually, as she begins to recognize what it is, it looks like her boyfriend, her husband, whatever he was, in the tunnel thing, and just staring back at her, with creepy eyes. So she freaks out and finally reacts to this really dangerous environment that she's surrounded in with these strange noises. Finally decides to run back to the car, and as she's making her way, you see this thing chasing after her, and as she finally makes her way into the car, but she doesn't close the door, which I think is the back door or the other side, the door of the driver or the passenger. I don't think it's the passenger door. She doesn't close that door, and this thing like goes in, tries to get in, and she kicks it out of the car. Eventually she strikes the light on it, and this thing we know that is, it doesn't like the light. It like hurts it or whatever. So, she realizes this thing is afraid of the light and it's backing away from her. And she gets off the car and just kind of looks at it, and thinks like, what is this thing? Is it scared? I mean, I felt as a viewer that maybe this thing is scared or just doesn't want to hurt her. I don't know. So maybe it's hiding from something else, a bigger threat really. Or, the real threat. And so as she is staring at this thing in the face, she hears another sound in the distance, and this thing just eventually disappears. As she looks away, this thing runs away in front of her. And, when she turns back around, it's no longer there. It's gone. And so, that was when we get introduced to like the real threat, which then she proceeds to get back in the car, close the doors, and then we see her boyfriend come in, or approach the car finally and just try to like knock on the window or the glass, and he wants to get into the car. But we see that he is no longer normal. He has, very creepy eyes, very like white eyes with dark pupils, very small pupils, and his mouth is all bloody or full of some kind of liquidy stuff. I don't know what it is, and so he's just trying to tell her like, hey, let me into the car, I guess. I didn't really like understand what he was saying on outside the car, but he was basically just trying to get in. And she was like, hey, I'm gonna get some help, and well, she drives away and leaves them there in the middle of this cloud thing that they were in the middle of the road here. As she's driving away though, this is when it kind of like seemed very sad to me, because for one, I was relieved in a way too, because I'm glad she was not hurt because of the baby. So, just pregnant women, to me, I was just like, now it's like extra protection. Obviously, it's two lives, but there's one, there is the woman that the man is protecting, and there's now the little baby that is helpless, that is vulnerable. You must protect it at all costs. So like, him or her, whatever the baby is, but you have to protect that baby. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, man, please don't hurt the woman. Please don't hurt her, in my mind. So I was relieved that she was driving away. She was safe. But the man, as she's driving away, we see him running behind the car, which, it's horrible because a part of him was still present, like his consciousness was still present. He was like screaming for her to stop, but he was now turned into something strange. It looked like this other creature that was in front of her previously. It like, maybe he was just turning into that thing too. It probably looked like another person fell victim to that. I don't know. Due to this cloud that's surrounding them, you inhale that stuff in. That's what I'm kind of guessing. I don't remember though, is if the woman put on a mask or not. Clarify that for me in the comments. I'll probably just look back into the film here, but I'm not even sure if she wore a mask or not. I don't think she did. But I'm guessing that this cloud that was surrounding them, affected their immune system and turned them into these things. So this first encounter that the woman, like experienced was another human, another person that fell victim to this like thing that's surrounding the air and turned into that, like clicker thing. I don't know. It looked like a Jeepers Creepers type mix, I don't know. And her husband, of course, did the same though. Her boyfriend, same thing. He took off the mask, breathed this stuff in, and it turned him eventually into this thing, which, right now he was like in the first parts of the transformation process or whatever. He had the bloody mouth and the creepy eyes. So that's what I'm guessing. And so, when he was running after the car, again, part of him was still there, but he was already turning. And so this woman decides to drive away, which was the smart thing to do, by the way. But I was, I definitely understand that this was probably very hard for her, which in real life, it would be very hard for me to do. If I had to leave my partner in the back just running after me, I mean, that is like true heartache right there. I mean, I don't know. I've had chest pains before, like, when you have like heart problems, I guess. I had like a heart murmur when I was younger. I don't know if I still have it now, but I always had chest pains, especially when I was like nervous and scared. I had anxiety attacks. I would get these pains here. I don't think though that it can compare to the pain of a hurt, like a loss. So, I mean, I can just imagine if this woman was driving away, she was probably experiencing this like terrible ache in her heart as she was leaving this man. Now, I'm being a little dramatic here, it's a horror film, but I mean, just picture that, you guys. You're driving away and then you're leaving your partner behind, especially this person that gave you a baby that you together, you have made another life. It's just, I mean, it's really, really sad. So that's why I felt this really sad feeling at the end. I think the film itself was really good, short and sweet, straight to the point. I didn't understand though why these creatures were there. I mean, could it have been because of the cloud that they drove into that was forming in the sky, that they breathed this in? I don't know. So, let me know down below, you guys, in the comment section. But also, let me know what you thought about the film. Did you like it or did you not like it? This was definitely very new for me. This one was unique. So, among other films that I've seen, very unique storytelling, and I really enjoyed it. So, Alter, thank you so much. Once again, you guys did a great job on this one. Very good acting. Again, let me know what you guys thought down below. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Peace.